Hello everyone, this is Sophie from Bridal Pole Tarot. How are you doing today? Tomorrow is a big day in the United States. It is probably more than likely, surely going to be a vote about HR1, which is the For the People's Act. And it's about fairness of election, fairness in the process, and there's been a lot of debate on this. Joe Manchin has been discussed quite a bit, Kristen Cinema as well. In the latest news that I've read, Joe Manchin came up with some good ideas. We always often refer to him as we don't know where he stands kind of guy. Is he a Democrat or is he a Republican? But I think that the things that he came up with were pretty good, making um, the election date national holiday, I think is excellent. I think all the countries should have that. I wish they had that in Canada. Maybe more people would vote. Also, having 15 days prior to the election date um, open for early voting. And yes, this is just a green bird you just saw flying by. That's my bird bebe. You want to say hello to everybody? No? Well, leave my camera alone. Thank you. Sorry about that. And also, what else did he mention? Gerrymandering, making it illegal. I don't know if it comes from him, but I know it's part of HR1, which is absolutely a must. I mean, everything makes sense. I don't understand why the Republican would say no to that. Unfortunately, all these votes and all these things that they're voting no, that they're voting against, that would be absolutely amazing for the nation, is happening very early in their mandate. So nobody will remember them voting no in the next election. Mm-hmm. Yeah, which is unfortunate. So what I would like to do first is see where Kristen Sinema stands. She is for HR1. She says that she's a co-sponsor. I didn't know that. But we know that she is against getting rid of the filibuster or making it so that it was like it used to be in the early days. That means before 1970 or the 1970s, which is basically what Joe Biden is for. So using the nuclear option, I don't know if that is something that is going to be available to the Democrats. I also don't know if there are any Republicans that are going to be voting for HR1. So let's look at Sinema, where she stands. What's going to happen once the Republicans vote against it if they don't have 60 votes? Is she open to the filibuster, the nuclear option in this case? If there ever was one occasion where the nuclear action or the nuclear option should be used, it would be there, because this is about democracy. This is about the voting rights. So Kristen Sinema, HR1, and the filibuster all combined together. How does she feel about that? What's going to happen with that tomorrow? Is she going to be open to the nuclear option if it is proposed? I don't understand having to have a supermajority on everything. I mean, a majority is a majority. It's 50% plus one. So, Kristen Sinema. My cards are upside down. I apologize. Okay, it's a she's fighting. It's the battle is uneven. And it's a fight. I hear inner fight within her. She has a set of values that might be challenged here. The Republican cards. The Republican card. It's been a battle, and she's tried to maintain her position, to fight for what she feels is right. This could be mansion or not. No, no, sorry, that's not a, he's an earth sign. No, okay. Let me see here. Justice, out in the cold. Judgment, wishing for the good old days and waiting for her ship to come in. I just want to verify one thing. Schumer. That could be Schumer. He's the King of Wands. So that could be Schumer. Okay, she's embattled. It is a fight. There are two cards here that are Republican cards. And so she's torn between the positions of the Republican and the positions of the Democrats. Schumer is in her head. He's talking with her all the time, trying to get her to see his way. He's not a good I don't think he's a good deal maker for some reason. I really don't. Because he's not able to get people to go his way. So right now, the way she stands, she's out in the cold. And people in her environment are asking her to reevaluate things. There's the Justice card and the Judgment card. The Justice card is about justice, about fairness, about being even killed. And that is basically what she wants. She wants justice. She wants it to be fair. And the way I see it at present time, the way she feels right now is that that girl doesn't know what to do to make it work. She needs to reevaluate her values. She has strong values, I understand that, but she needs to reevaluate them for HR1 to pass. And that's basically what she's doing tonight. She's looking at things, waiting to see if there are going to be changes on the Republican side. And she's out in the cold. I think she's being shunned a little bit by her peers. It's such a divided environment right now in Congress. It is very divided. So, yeah. Let's see where Manchin is at tonight. Joe Manchin is also against the filibuster. or getting rid of the filibuster or changing it in any way. But things have pretty much been paralyzed in the US since the filibuster changed, the way the filibusters changed. Because unless the majority party has a major majority, very often people are there to make sure the other side fails. They forget that in the middle of all this, America is. The American people are standing there wanting to see change for the better. So, what about mention HR1 and the nuclear option, or getting rid of the filibuster? How is he feeling about this tonight? Would he be open to the nuclear option if it was to help HR1 pass? No, I see 49 to 51. He's not going to be voting for it, I think. Right now his energy is against HR1. His state is very poor. There are many corporations and companies that are urging, well, many. I read about 40 corporations and companies that have that are urging the Senate to vote for HR1. But they might not be big enough for them. There's the NHL, there's Ben and Jerry's. What else did I see? Some kind about the WNBA, a team in Georgia, I think, that signed that letter. So where does Joe Manchin stand on this? Will he go ahead with the nuclear option if it is to give us the opportunity to, whoa, that guy is on a horse and he's riding somewhere. He's leaping across things. The Fool is crossing this. So there's a lot of energy, there's a lot of moving energy, a lot of moving without thinking energy. He is in the same position as Cinema was with the Nine of Wands, trying to guard what he's got, trying to keep standing with his values, or is it the Republican values? I don't know. That's what it is. He wants to keep what he has. And with the Nine of Wands here, he's trying to guard his position on this whole thing. It is a very heavy burden because, again, with the atmosphere in Congress and the Senate being so divisive, if you're not part of the pack, part of the clique, you're not part of anything. Cinema and Manchin, if you look at it objectively, okay, without emotions, they have their own beliefs about the filibuster, and they want to stick to it, and that makes them outsiders. So it's been very heavy on his shoulders, which is probably getting him to a point where he's moving without thinking too much. He has something to offer. Let me think here. The Wheel of Fortune. He's going to have to make a choice. If he doesn't make a choice, people are going to make it for him. Again, the Justice card. That's I know this is a man, but I think that this is more like our Vice President, Kamala Harris. I need to clarify a couple of things. First, I'm going to clarify the Knight of Cups. There is an offering there, but is the cup full or is it an empty offering? I mean, he came up with good ideas, I think, and the Democrats were open to those ideas. And I think that were it not for McConnell saying we're there to make sure that this is only a one-term administration, more Republicans would probably be open to this. Here is the Knight of Cups that fell off again. So, okay. Seducer is trying to seduce, manipulate. Oh my God, the guy has a lot of anxiety about all this. He's looking for his way. He's lost. He's lost because he's now moving without thinking. So he's looking for his ways. Yeah. So he's going to try to make a deal with someone to see if we can make things move in a positive way with HR1. He's going to try to manipulate things a little bit. Listen, if it can make things fair to everyone, I say go for it. But if those are empty offerings to make things appear good, but they're not, then I have some problems with that. So what about the Wheel of Fortune? So this is the end of a cycle for the beginning of a new one, but where is he in his mind in this cycle? I have a feeling that when I look at those two cards, the Wheel of Fortune would be reversed normally, and he would be in a down cycle. But let's see what the cards say. Clarifiers. The Ace of Swords calling for the truth. The Four of Swords, offerings being, offerings being made but not necessarily accepted. Again, looking for his ways. So the guy is a little bit lost. I think he is trying to be honest, but he's not doing very well at it. But he's trying. So again, in his hope, dreams, and fears, the Justice cards to me mean that he wants fair elections for all. That is his dreams. So for a Democrat, maybe, I don't know, Republican mixed with Democrat, he's trying his best. He's a very centrist person. He is completely in the center. That guy should be independent, caucusing with the Democrats, but he should be an independent, really, because he's right smack in the middle. So what about the King of Swords? I need to check something. Hi, I'm back. Sorry about that. I wanted to check something about this one. This could be Kamala Harris or it could be AOC. I know this is a man and they're both ladies, but they're both liberals. And with the Justice card here, and they have strong masculine energies. as well as feminine. So they can be either the king or the queen of sword in readings, depending on what the reading is about. So this could be either of them that are going to try to help him make his decision. Now, in both those two readings, I haven't been able to see if the nuclear option would be something acceptable for either cinema or mansion. Cinema won't say. Mansion right now won't even say if he's going to vote for the thing. As I was first mixing the cards for Mansion, I had the feeling I saw 51 to 49 for some reason for HR1. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong, because that would be a shame. That would be a very bad shame. So let's look at. I'm gonna do a few yes nos here very quickly. This is yes. This is yes, but there are surrounding things that comes with that yes. This is maybe, or the decision has not been made, and this is no. And the answer is given with the positioning of the Wheel of Fortune card. So the first question that I have is, will HR1 pass on the first vote? Will HR1 pass on the first vote? Will HR1 pass on the first vote? Yes or no? Oh, if it passes, it comes with strings attached. Offerings being made. Hold, please. I'm sorry, I'm back. The Fool, again, in the maybe position. No, it won't pass on the first vote. The Republicans are too comfortable the way things are. The Sword of Truth in exchange for an offering may be an option, but no. With the Seven of Sword here in the maybe position and the Fool, it tells me that the Fool is going to try to steal things away. So they're going to be back to looking at what can be done to make it pass. So my next question is about whether or not the nuclear option will be used. That is a possibility. One can dream. One can dream. Who knows? So is the nuclear option a possibility to pass HR1 tomorrow? So is HR1 a nuclear option, a possibility to pass HR1? Huh? Will they use the nuclear option to pass HR1? Five of Swords. Pardon my expression, my friends, but I think no. Oh! I was going to say, pardon my expression, my friends, but we're shit out of luck. Now, with the Wheel of Fortune in the yes, but position, I feel that maybe it is something that could be used. Because the Republicans are going to get a lot of flack with voting no tomorrow. So they might bring the vote back where the nuclear option could be used. There's going to be a lot of flack. If they vote tomorrow and they vote no, there's going to be a lot of flack about it. The Republicans are going to hurt. But justice at this time is not to be, it's not going to be fair. Okay, here's what I see. Tomorrow is a no-go. Trump has a lot to do with this, of course. We want to hang on to what we've got, and that is why that the bill may be presented again to, if not tomorrow, for a second vote later on. But deals are going to need to be done, and right now what's being offered is not sufficient. What they're being threatened with different corporations and companies is not sufficient. So they'll need to work as a team, use emotions, and communicate well in order to bring it back up for a vote. So there is a possibility that the nuclear option may be used, not tomorrow if they vote tomorrow, but maybe at a later time. It is possible. So, yeah. We need to send them a lot of love, but especially to the Republicans, we need to send them guiding lights so that they can see exactly what they're screwing up if they don't vote for HR1. Financing is going to be pulled for a lot of them. No, it needs to be, it will need to be fixed. So basically, the results of the reading is we don't know any more now than we did at the beginning. I apologize. I wish I could tell you more. Maybe the nuclear option will be used in a later vote once they've made deals. So hopefully this helps. Don't forget to call your congressman and your senator to vote for HR1 so that there could be fairness in your election, because right now there isn't. Thank you and have a great night. Bye.